Seven Trumpets Prepper. Guys, in this video today, I just want to have some real talk with you. I feel sorry for our generation. Alright, when I say our generation, I mean from anybody that's born in the late 70s to the so-called millennials and post. I really feel sorry for all of us. And I don't want this to be a depressing video. I just want to point out some things so that whatever you choose to do with it is your business. You know, I have arrived at a point where, and you're going to see in the video coming up, another video I'm producing soon is about divorce in Babylon. I've talked about it. I said it in the video I made about divorce. It's coming. And I'm telling you, I'm joined today, okay? I don't even know if this such thing exists, but I'm telling you, Luke is becoming a member of it. It's BGTOW. Believers going the only way, all right? I am signing up today. Because, and I signed up a long time ago when I left in 2009 out of Babylon. I just didn't know what to call it until today, all right? I feel so sorry for our generation and anyone in that realm of it, from like what I said a second ago, because I was thinking about this today. I went out to a customer. I went to fix a service call for them, and they'd let their batteries, they were maintenance batteries, and they just happened to let them get too low, shut the equipment down. Told them get some batteries, just 4 new batteries, not the whole bank. We'll go out. I got it, the system to regenerate, restart, repaired it. They saved their whole battery bank, saved their wind turbine, or their inverters. Everything's back running, and we're gonna go back and do even some more add-on work for them. And it's like, you know, most people, they just throw in the towel and be like, just replace it all. And today, as soon as I got done doing that for that customer, I took my vehicle to the repair place, got them to throw some new disc brakes on the back, new pads. I seen where I had broke a torsion bar or something. Snapped it off. Just had them bolt a new one on there. And I had them clear a code where I had something fixed on my engine. So now my check engine light's off. And I got a lot more miles ahead of me on this vehicle, y'all willing. And I just noticed in this generation, nobody wants to fix nothing. You know, nobody wants to fix nothing spiritually. Nobody wants to fix nothing physically. Nobody wants to fix nothing emotionally. Nobody wants to fix nothing in marriages. Nobody wants to fix nothing in their business. Nobody wants to fix nothing. It's just like, oh crap, it broke. Let me throw it away. You know, people, I'll start right here. Something front row and center for me. 2 years ago, I went through a divorce. People were like, you just threw it away. You just threw your marriage away. Number one, I didn't throw anything away. I told somebody else they could make a decision. I didn't divorce anybody. I got divorced. That means the process, somebody cut me off. Okay? And that's fine. I put 16 years into something. I ain't working at fixing it no more. Alright? Got no hard feelings toward anybody. That's just a blanket statement. Done. Alright? I've put a lot of years into a job. I was a manager. It was a corporate job. It just kept getting worse and kept getting worse and kept getting worse. And enough is enough. Done. 8 years. I'm out, sucker. That's fine. There comes a point where it's okay. It is okay to fail. It is okay to start over. It is okay to be like, you know what, enough's enough. I have cranked the wrench on this mess the last darn time. That's it. It's okay to be like, you know what, I went to church with you. I have fellowshipped with you. I have broke bread with you. I am not negotiating this point on doctrine one more time. I'm out. And you go your own way. The only way. Go Yah's way, by his word. If they ain't walking in it, fine. Done. I got issues in my life. I have got to bring a lot in line with my personal walk with the Most High Yah. And you know what? If you're honest with yourself, so do you. So don't be sitting over judging me. I got plenty enough time judging myself. And don't be over judging nobody else. Just judge you. Alright? Just focus on you. And our generation, I'm sick of it, dude. Like, it kills me. I was thinking about my mom and dad's coming up on 50 years. It's about to be 50 years wedding anniversary. What's crazy, I told my mom the other day, she's like, oh, really? Has it been that long? I'm like, yeah, Mom, you and Dad been together that long. I was like, that's great. I'm so happy for you. And I look at myself, I'm like, bro, just enjoy it for them, because it ain't going to happen for you. You know, so what is it? 7 out of 10 marriages end in divorce. Most employees quit their job because they tired of their manager. They don't care to do the hard work. They don't care to stamp that piece of metal in the same press, in the same spot, at the same employer, drive the same car, their old hoopty car for 20 years to the same busted up job and do whatever they get done for a few dollars to survive. They don't care. But don't be coming up in there and ruining their life being a hateful manager on them. They will quit. But the problem with our generation is, man, the first time something comes up off the skids, they're out. Women get with men, and they're like, oh, I love you. I love you. I want to be with you. And then the first time that man is out there struggling his business, or he's trying to build a future, first time he studs his stuff, she's out. She's done over with some other new man. You go to work at your job, and first time boss man corrects somebody on the job, they're like, it's stupid, I'm out. And it was your darn fault. You have friends, they're like, man, I'm in a bad spot. I'm like, okay, yeah, what can I do to help you, bro? I'll be there for you. You go help them. You do everything you can to help them out. And you get them back on straight. There you are. You go and you get in a spot. Your car broke down today, needed towed over to the auto shop to get worked on. Oh, no, I can't do that for you, man. You know what? We don't need to be friends anymore. You're just too needy. Now, y'all seeing what I'm getting at? This is the problem that I have with this generation. This is why people ain't getting married. It's why people don't put in years and years at a job anymore. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to go work for myself. I'm going to start my own business. This is why people don't have a lot of friends anymore. It's because it's like, why? Why have a lot of friends? And listen, I'm going to say some things in this video moving forward. People's going to be like, are you encouraging people to go out and sin? No, I'm not. But now look, this is just straight talk with my subscribers today. This is just real talk, folks. I'm going to start having real talk on this channel, like I said earlier this year. And I think about this stuff often when I'm working, I'm cranking a wrench, you know. And it just irritates the life out of me because I feel so sorry for our generation, because we're not going to have, you're not going to see 50-year marriages with people. You know, matter of fact, we're living in the last days. I mean, if we don't see the beginning of the trumpets in just a matter of a few years, I am going to be beyond disappointed. Not that I want them to happen anytime soon, but I'm telling you, like, I see prophetic things happening. I mean, like, the stuff going on in the Middle East right now. If you read 2 Ezra chapter 16, read the whole thing through, you're like, oh, dang, this is right now. This is happening right now. But, or about to happen. And, you know, it's just like, you look at all this, especially the book of Revelation. But, you know, you think about all these things. And I look around, and I see all the craziness anymore. And I tell you what, after I went through divorce, dude, I let people take my emotions for a ride. And I'm telling you, folks, like, the more and more days go by, the more I look at everything with logic. I'm like, I looked at this guy's job today, and he was like, you want some money for that trouble you done to? I said, no, ain't no problem. Because when I come back and I put that wind turbine on the roof, you're getting billed. That's fine. Ain't no problem. Today's a free, because I'm going to stick it to you when I come back. And it ain't that I'm trying to rate nobody financially. I'm just telling people, this is my terms of service anymore. And I'm telling you, folks, you got to have terms of service. That's the problem, is the last generation, when people don't have boundaries, people don't have no honor, and people don't have no terms of service. And where I've messed up in my walk, you know, is I've just kind of always held myself to a standard, but I don't hold nobody else to a standard, you know. And, you know, anymore, moving forward, I look at this real simple. Let's start at Scripture first, because that's the guideline for everything else we should live by. I'm like, if it says in the Word, that's fine. I don't care if everybody goes to church on Sunday. I don't care if everybody goes to church on Saturday. Father's calendar and Rome ain't one and the same. So you want to sit over there and hate on me? Hate on me. I don't care about your opinions. You know, you ain't got an answer for me. So, bro, you just keep on keeping on. It ain't going to break Luke's heart at all. And I'm still going to love on you. I just ain't going to participate in that activity. And I can just keep on going. Like, people's like, I can't believe Jesus is black. I can't handle it. I'm like, well, you better get a handle on it. Because when he sits in the throne one day and Messiah sits on the throne and ruling with a rod of iron, your hind ain't going to get in line if you make it in the new kingdom. So you got to want to deal with it right now. And I can just keep going down the list. It's like 10 commandments still matter. But that's okay. If the people don't want to accept it no more, hey, no problem. The way I deal with that, you just keep on moving on down the line. It ain't bothering Luke a bit. Same thing in business. It's like, all right, this is my terms of service to work for you. Well, I can't handle it. Well, that's all right. I'll take my ball and play elsewhere. You know what? You just boat your own wind turbine up. I ain't breaking my heart. Here's instructions how to do it. Here's a consultation. You have a very blessed day. Relationships. I'm telling y'all right now. Next, I'm fully in the process of trying to rebuild my life. Next woman, the woman I marry, whether it's who I'm with right now or whatever comes to pass, or heaven forbid I marry somebody and it don't work out, I'm telling you, the same policy I hold right now in my mind, I move forward with. And I don't care about people shaming you. That's another thing we'll get into in a minute, is shaming. We live in a shame culture. We'll get in that in a second. Is next marriage I have, I ain't gonna get raked over the coals second time through if something ever fell apart. You're gonna sign right there on the dotted line. This is terms of service. You know, in ancient times, that's why you had a marital contract, not, oh, I love you, let me marry you through the third party of the state, and then get just pillaged and plundered later. No, ladies and gentlemen, that's not scriptural. And anybody who wants to argue that with me, you just go on ahead and show up. I will debate that all day long. There is a marriage through Yah, and then there's a marriage through the courthouse. Because same people want to say, oh, you got to have marriage contract through the courthouse, so you got to do it. That's the same people marrying sodomites together. Now, I'm not going to use the word gay, because gay, if you look at the definition, it means happy. Okay? Act of sodomy. If you look up the definition of that, that's homosexuality. So these people are getting married, homosexuals getting married, that's your business. I ain't on here to hate on you. Alright? I know what scripture says against it. So if you're a believer, that's going to be an issue. But I don't hate homosexual people. I want to see, matter of fact, I love you. I want to see you saved in the kingdom. But I'm not going to fly with that, because I'm not going to go over here and act like the government makes a call on who I love. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for what the Torah said to do, I'd do things my own way. Hey, I want a wife. Well, here you go. I'm going to take a wife. There you go. Done. Sealed. Mom and dad knows. Her mom and dad knows. People know. It's the end of it. I mean, this just ain't rocket science. But, you know, it moving forward anymore. It's like you do a business. Then you got to go get a business license. Then you got to pay the government taxes. And blah, blah, blah. And, you know, there's just all this process we have to live in nowadays that our ancestors, just 100 years ago, folks, just 100 years ago, we didn't have all the insanity we have today. And I feel sorry for everybody. I just really feel sorry for everybody that lives in this last generation. It's ridiculous. And the worst part of it is we live in a shame culture. This got me for about a year and a half after my divorce. People shame you for everything. And now they're over here doing all sorts of stuff when the sun goes down that you don't even know about. All right? Or even while the sun's up, too. But we live in a shame culture, and people's over here, they'll shame you to death. So let me tell you, folks, do not let nobody ever shame you into staying in a bad job. Don't let nobody ever shame you into staying in a bad relationship. Don't let nobody ever shame you into staying into freaking Babylon because, well, Mom and Daddy go to church on Sunday. Well, you know what? Good for Mom and Daddy. I ain't going to church on Sunday no more. I ain't going to church on Saturn's Day either. I ain't going to church except for when the Most High Yah's appointed time, his new moons and his Sabbaths say to go and fellowship with one another. You know, and that's the problem with everybody, is everybody thinks they can shame everyone into doing something anymore. That's why we have feminism. That's why the BGTOW movement's out there. And I am not even getting into that, folks. But that's why we have all this crazy crap in politics. That's why we have broken families. Dude, I can just keep going. And my mindset anymore is the way that I deal with this, and it's the best advice I can give you after all this rant, is that if you are a person of faith, don't worry about what thus say the state. Don't worry about what thus says the people. Just worry about what thus saith Yahuwah. I don't care anymore about if people don't agree with my religious preferences. I don't care anymore if you don't like who I'm going to end up taking to bed tonight and when I marry, all right, or whatever the case may be. I don't care if you like how I run my business and bolt down solar panels and get people off grid and give them freedom. I don't care if you like my life at all. You just go sit over there and stay in your lane. Check it out. Check it out. Stay in your lane, and I'll stay in mine. All right, and that's what you need to tell people. Luke ain't talking to you right now to hate on you. I'm telling you so you can tell other people. People got to get in check. Our generation is lost, folks. I mean, spiritually, yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, a man that's trying to get it right with y'all, all right? believe me, if I'm trying to get it right with y'all and I'm telling you it's messed up, dude, you better just take a breath for a second. Like, you know what, this man might have something of value to say. I don't know what to tell people with relationships anymore. Because I'm going to tell you, man, you get with a woman, she's jumping off to another guy the minute that you get in a bad spot. Your employers, first time you make a hiccup, they firing you hind end. I mean, first time that you get in a bad spot, friends just turn their back on you. Welcome to the last days. Welcome to 2 Timothy. What Scripture says, 2 Timothy. But I'm telling you, if you will focus on you, this is the last thing I'm going to say. The last thing I'm going to say is do not ever let anybody tell you you are selfish for worrying about you, because ain't nobody gonna worry about you. Let me tell you something. After I went through a divorce, I was almost homeless. I got evicted from my tiny house, and I know exactly who done it to me. I was broke. I almost lost my business. And do you think, my friends, what is that saying? Dr. Martin Luther King said it. I don't want to misquote it. It says, you will always remember the voice of your enemies. But you will not remember the silence of your friends. Or you will forget the voice of your enemies, but you will always remember the silence of your friends, or something. I'll drop the quote in the video description below, because Dr. Martin Luther King said it best. I believe that was his quote. And you think that people are out there for you? No. Now, they'll take all that you can give them, baby. They'll take all you can give them. But when you hit rock bottom, and you start rebuilding yourself, you start getting things in order, you start getting your house in order, you start getting your life in order, you start fixing yourself, that's when everybody will come to chop your legs out from under you and be like, you're selfish. You're just selfish because you're not doing this over here for me, or you're not doing that for them, or you use them, you're a user, and blah, 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 blah. No. What it is you done walked off the plantation, and you are serving the main interest, which is keeping yourself alive, which is making sure that you have a better version of you around. Because I'm going to tell you, the very last thing, I'm sorry guys, there's just so much going through my mind that I want to tell you on this, because I've been thinking on this a lot, is the most important thing you got to understand is that if you make yourself a graded worker, look here's my business, built it out of the back end of a pickup truck, just throwed some tools in, went out, started smashing out jobs, now I'm 5 years strong. Praise God, give him all the glory for it. Ain't nobody going to tell off-grid contracting what to do, because I run off-grid contracting, and I'm running my own show, all right? But then when I'm working for the other man on his clock, if he wants to fire me tomorrow, he can fire me. You marry a woman, you have a prenuptial agreement, because you just got to go down and get that government-handed contract. Well, before you get bent over the barrel, if you know what I'm saying, when that day comes later down the road, when she's over here with Kevin and Travis working it out in the evening while you're out there working it out in the field, you ain't gonna worry about it, because when that cuts loose, you ain't giving her the house, you ain't giving her your business, you ain't giving her your life savings. All right, when your friends walk out on you in life, don't worry about it, because you have become the wholest person you can be. You have become so self-sufficient lone wolf that when everybody else turns their back on you, you're fine. Now let me hit the most important thing, because this is the one that hurt me the worst, is when you finally walk out of Babylon, out of the church house, and the preacher tries to shame you, your family tries to shame you, your wife tries to shame you, your kids try to shame you, everybody tries to shame you. You can look at them and be like, thus saith Yahweh, learn not the ways of the heathen. That's what Scripture says. Come out of her, my people. That's what Scripture says. Now, I've been working on it for 10 years, folks. I ain't perfect yet. But I'll tell you what, it's 33, going on 34. My name day is coming up here in a week. I'll be 34. I can tell you this. I have some wisdom in me. Not because that I'm old, but because I've seen some things. I've been divorced. I've lost jobs. I've made killer money. I've lost a business before. I've lost friends. I've lost a child. Dude, I'm telling you, I have went through so much at up to 34. It's not even funny. I'm almost could have been homeless had it not been for a couple people helping me out. I ain't too prideful to say that. I am telling you, man, if you do not believe that bad things can happen to you, you are living in a fairy tale world. And if you do not start making you priority under Yah, not your wife and kids, not your friends, not your business, not everybody else, but you number one, your health, your mental well-being, and building yourself up so you can be a valuable asset to yourself and your business or to where you're working. If you don't start prioritizing yourself, it's going to be all for nothing, because you're going to be an emotional train wreck, you're going to be a physical train wreck, you ain't going to have nothing to offer to nobody, you ain't going to have nothing to offer yourself, because you should have invested in yourself first. So, with that said, guys, I hope this video's helped to you today. I hope I've said something that inspires somebody to perk up their ears. Pay attention, because there's not a lot of people out there for you. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you are your own deliverer under Yah, okay? Because not many people's going to step in the gap to help you out when you get in a pickle. So guys, until we see you again here at 7 Trumpet Prepper Channel, I hope you have a most blessed day, and Yah, you sure well know.